Today we are doing, finally, we're getting to do the personal brand redesign part 5, where we're gonna take a look at where we left off last time from our user journey maps. And if you haven't checked out the last one, please make sure you do check it out. But if you are right now joining us live and you haven't checked it out, don't worry, we'll walk through for a basic recap. And if you can hear me, Sub Changa see in chat. Glad to see you folks here. Say hi in the chat. Looking forward to this one today. This one got postponed bunch of times, but finally we should be ready to do it. So how's it going? How's it going? I see Atmaya is here. He's excited. Alok says hello. Hello, Alok. What's the best way to reach out to you? You are not replying on IG. Alok, let me check what's happening on IG. Is there something specific that you have sent? I hope it's more than a hi in case you have sent it. I do not see anything from. Oh, would, yeah, you just sent me and links, so I'm not sure what those links are about. So Alok, may I want to add a context? What do you want to have a quick chat about? That helps. Karthik is here. Hello, Karthik. What's up? What's up? So we're gonna get started, folks. We're gonna get started today. We are looking at personal brand redesign. In this series, what we have done so far is looked at our defined our audience, defined their goals, defined why they consume the content that I'm putting out. We explored, we did an Instagram audience survey where we got a bunch of keywords and brand definitions that we picked up from. We took some of those keywords and turned them into mood boards. Then we got Nitish to review those mood boards, from where we got narrowed down on a hand-drawn style, and then we explored drawing, YouTube intro on that you've seen on the recent vlog. And then we moved on to a step further, and we started mapping the journey. And this is what that journey looked like last time we were looking at. So this was journey map. We were looking at the various stages they go through. This was for students, right? So the first one we're looking at is for students. They try to explore career options, then they ask friends for credible sources, then they try to figure out, etc., and then we were mapping their emotional states, and we were really trying to highlight the gaps, right? For example, giving more option, Telegram group, etc., and now Discord is there. So these things are taken care of. Oh, not bad. In the last stream in this, we have accomplished something in this goal sheet as well. Not bad, huh? And now we're gonna look at other folks. So I've done that journey mapping. And here we are taking two UX frameworks, and I've spoken about this in last live stream as well. That I don't like to use frameworks. Just pick the framework and do what it tells you to do. That's not my style, folks. That's not my style. I like to take UX frameworks and bend them and change them to suit my needs, to suit what I'm trying to do. And here, what we have done essentially is taken user journey mapping as an idea. The idea of journey mapping is a timeline, and you break it down in chunks. So it's a timeline that happens, and you try to capture emotions. That is one of the key features of a journey map. But what we have replaced with everything else is this jobs, pains, and gains, right? Things which you will see is another framework: jobs, pains, and gains, which is a value proposition canvas, as somebody was mentioning last time as well. So we have taken value proposition canvas and mapped it on a journey. So you can do this to UX tools. You can take any UX framework that you're looking at and break it and blend it and mix it and twist it for your purposes. We see Vishal in the chat. Hello, Vishal. Great to see you here. Karthik is asking, have you cut your hair yourself? No, I have not cut my hair myself. But when you're wearing like 3 layers of protective equipment, this is the haircut you get. It'll grow. It'll grow. Are you trying to haircut shame me, Karthik? That's not gonna happen? I think I look adobes. Thanks. So coming to our next journey map. So behind the scenes, behind your back, I went ahead and created another version, 2 more versions of these journey maps. This one was for young designers, and you folks can help me validate some of this. And before we get there, may I request you to just exit the full screen and hit that like button, hit that like button, because more people can know and join the live stream, and more folks here, the merrier. Then we get to talk and we get to have interactions, and you folks get to joke around with me as well. Yes, Karthik, of course, I'm joking. Yeah, it's all cool. It's all cool. I know this one went over the board, but it'll grow in, and I don't mind because it's kind of getting hot in Bangalore as well. All right, coming back to our map. So this one was for. I started noticing a pattern when I was doing this, and let's see if you folks are able to notice that pattern as well. Now, what we saw that you do, they discover a problem statement and then they act on the problem, students we're talking about, and then they discover somebody, and then the first impression and follow, and all that engagement happens. Young designers are on a very similar path. There's a desire to find out more about UX and UI and product design. And then you try various opportunities and pathways. You try to find stories that that give you more context. Because at this point, when you're a young designer, or at least focused on what is the difference between student and young designer, they have started practicing, right? Practicing as in they've started moving towards that goal by learning some tool, by trying to build case studies. So let's call those people young designers. Now they have decided on their career option, right? They're looking for multiple paths and looking to connect with various communities, and they're trying to most likely starting to work on skill sets. They're trying to build case studies. How many of you can relate? They're trying to build portfolio and apply to get jobs and freelance work done, right? Then we see an interesting thing happen. The rest of the thing doesn't look very different in students and this thing. It's first impression, follow, basic engagement. The nuances and the reasons of why students versus a young designer may engage may change, but the funnel remains the same. And this pattern we'll see ahead as well. But before we get there, we're going to go ahead and see what's happening here. What are our opportunities here? So, when the desire comes up, you want to find out more and you have decided, you want to find out more, there's typically confusion, right? The state is confusion, not sure about the feasibility, you don't know how to find trustable answers. Now, in this situation, right, what could be the opportunity that me as a person, brand, can present? I can offer clarity, but how do I offer clarity? How do I offer clarity? Ads asking questions, they're asking. That's one idea, most obvious idea. If you folks have idea, throw them in the chat. Throw them in the chat so we can hear it as well. Abhilasha is here. Hello, Abhilasha. Good to see you here, Abhilasha. All right. Well, now we're gonna get to what could we do when they're deciding and looking for various paths. We have interviews here of various designers and origin stories. So this one is already covered, right? You already see how my content plan, and I was talking about this on One Midnight OP as well, that you as a content creator, you start to think about your content and various types of content as lines of product or SKUs, right? You e-commerce people would have heard that term for sure. And just gonna send a quick notice on Discord so other people can join in. I'm guessing some folks missed out. All right, sent. Who else is here? Do say hi. Now coming back to this unfocused mode, not sure what to learn. Skill set, case study. Here I want a case study guide. And I've already done getting started video, right? Getting started video is already done. Case study guide video I need. And then we do portfolio reviews, right? And then we're going to do portfolio videos. We spoke about this yesterday on the portfolio review. Let me know if you folks, if some of you are not familiar with this idea, and then we can talk about that. Devi Mishra is here. Hello, good to see you, Devi. And Adil Khan is also here. Hello, good to see you both. Good to see you both. All are regulars in these live stream. All are regulars. That is why I like it. Getting started, one video I've done in English and Hindi already. Case study video need to do. Portfolio reviews we already do. The rest of the opportunities are kind of same, right? So you can see how we are now doing less work than we did here, right? Because if we do these kind of things, Telegram group, Discord group, set clear expectation, plan keyword with content, these things are common. Same thing we're going to do here. Plan keywords with content. And then we come to industry professionals. Here also I've done the job of, figuring out what their initial paths are. And here also you will see the path is same except the first two bits. Now you're already a working industry professional, then you will want to network. You will find the need to network and find new ways that people are building products, new methodologies, new frameworks we have often spoken about. Find more people to work with, right? To collaborate with or to hire, that is one thing. Then you get into browse mode where you're looking for proof of work. Whom should I hang out with? Networking sessions, the likes of. By the way, we did a networking session with Hello Meets on Saptarishi's channel. Hope you checked that out. If you did check that out, let me know in the chat and let me know if you found that interesting. And let me know if you should do more of those kind of things. So on Sapta's channel, it is there. You can go check it out. And then you look for people to do something, to learn something, and then you do the kind of the same thing. So what could be opportunities here, right? Here, social presence with proof of work. Right? Here I'm talking about things like case studies, frameworks, tweet threads, things that build credibility and what do they call it? Authority. Right? In browse mode, what can we do? You're looking for proof of work. You're looking for usefulness. You can appear multiple times, right? Recurring presence by social media post or collabs. You just gotta keep appearing in front of your community. And some of these things I'm doing, so I'm gonna put them in yellow. So now we can see overall that these yellow things we need to improve, need to work on. These white things we haven't started at all. Green things are kind of happening, and there we go. Now, one of the things that we look at, there's some messaging we require to address all of this, right? This is we are way in deep detail right now. What we are doing here is we are just adding detail on detail on detail. But how do we know some of these hypotheses are even correct? How do we know this targeted ads to provoke and answers question for student is gonna work? One of the proxies that we can use, we can go and validate each of these steps to do research and interviews, etc., which I'm doing on the sides. But what we can do is if we can test at least one step in the funnel, right? And preferably the one after the first, right? With ads and try various positioning, various different kind of ad copies, different kind of ad styles. Not only can we test the underlying hypothesis, but we can also test the fact whether, we can test this hypothesis whether this is a thing or not, and we can test what messaging works, what positioning works. So this is now our next goal. This is going the cheapest way. We're going to get to do A/B test together, something you folks have been asking. And that's what we're going to take care of here. So let me know if you folks are excited about today, us exploring ad copies for these. One is this, right, for students. Another one is this for young designers, right? And I already run these ads, so this is third kind of ad. And then I want to run ads for industry. I've never done this, right? So what we can do here is run ads on questions, problems, and interviews. Because interviews is and roundtables. Roundtable ads I've never tried. I've tried actually, but I think I've never tried it in this hypothesis, which I want to try. So this is the fourth thing we can try. We can try 4 types of ads. And before we move on, we're going to quickly take a look at chat because there seems to be a super chat in the chat. Alrighty. Can you share the journey map template? Sure, Adil will talk about that in a second. I'll share this one. And Karthik says, yeah, that's awesome. Hello, Meets one. Please do more of that. All right, Karthik, thank you for the feedback. Devi Mishra said, waiting for next English session. For sure, Devi, and thank you for that super chat. It's going to happen soon. I'm planning the content. I've just been extremely busy past week. That's why the fluctuation in the live stream this thing as well. But yep, don't worry. Like it's on plan. I'm planning that content. It's gonna be around jobs, how to find jobs, how to find how to find salaries, how to read job descriptions, how to apply, and all that business. So looking forward to that one, making the presentation. Soon. Most likely coming week. If not, I'll the next week for sure. I want to do at least start doing one English session a month and then ramp it up. So if last month I did one, next month, which is September, I want to do 2. So that is how I'm planning about it, going about it. Anshul Porwal is here. Hello. It's my first time watching this segment. What is the discussion? Can somebody please explain? Sure, Anshul. So Anshul, I manage design and product at Headout, and I teach people about design and product management and startup and career and other stuff here on live streams. So while doing live streams, one of the ideas we explored was, can I was redesigning my personal brand, right? The logo, the shenanigans, the banner, the thumbnails, the topic, the ads, the Instagram content, everything, the content plan, everything that you see. So this is the fifth episode of that live stream where we are looking at something called a journey map, right? This is what journey maps look like, and kind of one of the ways they can look like. And what we're trying to do is work on a hypothesis, like work on the core idea that okay, if we are trying to find students for our channel, then what kind of ads can we show them? And we're gonna work on the copy today, and then create some basic ad ideas, which I'm gonna work on and start running A/B test. Then we're gonna do episode 6 where we can look at the results. So we are looking at what problems do people face, students, young designers, and industry professional face, while just existing in the industry, and what help can I offer? What opportunities do I get to build my personal brand as they face those issues? One of the examples is when you're a young designer, you don't know how to get started on UI, UX design or product design, and then I can make specific videos that address that. For example, I made getting started videos, right? So if you are interested in design, you can go watch those videos. And I have to find a way. This is a good problem, by the way. We have a problem statement here. How to find these videos? We need a getting started page. Would you folks agree? We need a getting started page here, right? Getting started for student, getting started for young designers. Because you folks have seen, right? I have to do that on live streams and explain to people that I have these. So we go to videos, and I have done one video in English on that topic, which is right here, Introduction to Design. And then I've done the same thing in English, right? So we have covered that already. So that is one example. I hope that brings you up to speed with us, Anshul. Alok says part 5 of the personal brand redesign. Today we are exploring, all right, here Anshul answered that. Thank you so much, Alok. Smith is here. Hello, Smith. Karthik answered something. Shreya Shekhar is here finally. Also, how to make profile portfolio right fit for a company. I wouldn't say because you have only one portfolio and only one CV, make it right fit for yourself. Don't try to fit into the company, at least not the portfolio. What you can do is make the interview and the answers you give contextual to the company that you're talking about. For example, if I worked in e-commerce firm and I'm now applying to B2B, all the B2B experience and insights I have, I would start highlighting in my interview, right? And trying to help them relate to it. Anshul says, thank you for the explanation. You're welcome, Anshul, and welcome to the channel. Hope you have fun. We have tons of fun and tons of discussions. Glad to see you here. And this reminds me that I got to ask you folks to hit that like button so more people like Anshul can discover us. It's always awesome when new family members join like this. Rohan is here. Hello, Rohan. Good to see you here. Now switching back to our screen. So let's look at what we can do in terms of ads. What ads can we create? So one of the first things I did was go on Notion, my favorite tool, as some of you know. I've summarized some of that as well. What I wanted to do was test on website and channel. I can do that as well. Like before putting it on, using it on channel and this thing, I wanted to test it on ads, right? I want to create some copy and create some style. Two things we are testing, folks. What are we testing? Okay, let's start writing that. I'm gonna get rid of this. What are we testing? First thing we are testing is positioning. First thing is testing is copy. In copy, then we test positioning. And then in that, we also testing styling, right? In styling, we are gonna explore simple video style. We're gonna explore motion graphic styles and hand-drawn style. We'll see which one works better. And yep, and then we can, let's say we write some variations of copy, then we can 3 variations of copy, and we can do 3 into 3. That'll be like 9 variations we can test, right? And then we're gonna run an A/B test. So first we test ads, then we can test on social media, right? Sorry about that. And then we can move it to website, and we can move it to newsletter, website, and other places. right? And then it will slowly come to all brand. Now let's go back to our journey map and bring back the things we were talking about. So ad number 1, let's note down what ads we need. I'm quickly gonna move it here. Alrighty, and what ads do we need? First one we need for students. For students, we need ask question, confused about career, right? Then we can, what else? What other problems do we have? Interact with related content, search on plants. What can we do other than that here? Yeah, here we can create and land them to interviews of professionals. This is why I am interviewing a lot of professionals in marketing, in space. You will see more and more professionals coming on the channel whom we're going to interview. So it's going to have a broader audience, right? And we always have fun talking to different folks. So students is one bit. Second one we were looking at was this one, which is asking the questions, find out more about UI UX design. This is, we're going to call young designers. First one we need for them is getting started with UI UX. I want to do one in English as well. Right? And language variation also we can do. That's an interesting thing to test out. Another one we were like interview origin stories, and this is deciding career option. Is design for me? That's a good question to address on ad. If you have folks have ideas, please pitch in. Please pitch in. Looking at the chat, Alok says, what are your thoughts on having following CTAs for for students, for CXOs, for designers? Then the students page can have getting started in design section with relevant video article. Yep. Not a big fan of too many CTAs because then I'll have to create too many. But that's an interesting approach. I'm thinking of, instead of adding them as CTAs, I want to add them to, I want to add on my main navigation. So let me open my website and show you what I mean. So this is my personal website. Here I'm going to have a start here page. And when you go to start here page, then these 3 sections will be there, right? So you won't have to, you can just browse to specific section. And when I'm running an ad, I can land you on that specific section of that page. So that is how I'm thinking about it, at least so far. Let me know if you folks think that makes sense. All right, the third and the last one we gotta look at is industry professionals. Here we can, what can we look at? We can look at podcast clips, interview cliffhangers, get interest. Right, this is under our industry professionals. Come on. What is happening to my fingers? All right, industry pros, we can do podcast as one. And yeah, excerpts and clips. I think that's the best way to get somebody's attention. I can imagine that moment I take, sorry, clip from Dhwanil's interview, and where he's talking about GPT-3 or 3 or AI or YC. I'm pretty sure that people will, click through. That's my hypothesis. Let's see how that works. And we can land them on podcast. We can land them on, what else can we land them on? The roundtable videos. I need to create highlights of these roundtable videos. So these are the ads we need. Let's get started, folks. Then let's get started. Now that we know what ads we need, we can now get started writing these ads. Notion, opening up sidebar when I don't need it, as usual. Salaries and the opportunities for young designers. I'm not sure. That may go in the line of like find a job. I may not want to do that. Positioning problem there. Yeah, can be added on navigation menu as well. Start here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Start here. It's a very traditional way of going about it. Udit Shakya is here. Finally. Hey, sorry, I am late. Went to take out my dog for a walk. No problem, Udit. No problem. Glad to see you here. You missed some things, but if you hit that like button, it can be forgiven. It can be forgiven. I'll let Praja decide. Should we forgive it? Praja, should we let it go? He was walking his dog after all. All right, we're gonna now start working on the copy. What can we say to students? What can we say to students? One of my favorite ways to write copy is to write the questions first, for students. So what questions could we write here? What do I even pick for my career? Everyone else seems to be clear about it. So here we are taking frames, or as in comedy you would have setups, right? So then we're gonna look at the taglines and catchphrases. Ruchi is also here. Sorry, I'm late, not getting what is going on. Ruchi, we are looking at writing ad copies for my brand for these three type of people: students, young designers, and industry professionals. And we have an idea of what we can highlight for them. And now we're trying to come up with the specific questions and specific items we can start hitting on, right? And for students, what else? One question we can look at is what they're thinking, their mindset. The setup is, what do I even pick for my career? Everyone else seems to be clear about it. What all do I even... There's a fact, okay? I'm just going to put it as a fact. This is a feeling. Fact is, they don't know about all career options. We have some suggestion in the chat. Udit shall share the stream on his IG stories and then he shall be forgiven by the Praja. Udit, you know what to do. Share it on your IG, tag me, and then it shall be forgiven. All right, I like that, Anurag. I like that. Welcome, Anurag, by the way. Did you just sneak in, Anurag? You are late as well, huh? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Anshul says, on side note, I recently learned about learning in public, sharing and getting feedback. But most friends I talk don't know what this is. Do you have a video on this? Planning to make one? Anshul, I speak about that topic quite frequently, but specifically to designers and their questions. For example, somebody was asking, why do I want designers to stream? But that's a good topic for a specific video. I think I'm gonna attempt a video on that, Anshul. That's a very good idea. That's a really good idea. I think I'm gonna make that video. What I'm gonna do is, since you are right here, I'm gonna copy paste that into my notes right here, because I'm gonna take a look at this here, and this came from Anshul. All right, that's a brilliant idea. We're gonna take a look at that later. Now coming back to our ad copy. Students, Shreya Shekhar has another suggestion. Students, how design is right career choice for me? I think, yeah, I want to put that here. Is design the right... I'm going to write questions here. Is design the right career choice for me? Can X be designers? All right. Without a degree is another angle. Is certification or course required for required to become a designer? Right? I think that's this one I can directly link them to my English and this thing video. Right? Or the smaller video. The 2-minute video on getting. Shubham Bhatt says, good job, Siddharth. Keep doing this. Love the consistency. Thank you so much, Shubham. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Anurag says, LOL, I am guilty as well. Gotta share this now. Yes, you know the rules. I didn't write the rules. You wrote it. And you yourself, the Praja, will forgive you. We are doing learning in public by portfolio reviews on the channel. That is a great idea, Shreya Shekhar. And I'm doing learning in public by literally learning with all of this with you folks. I've never A/B tested ad copies and positioning like this before. So I really don't know what will happen as this live stream, this particular serial live stream progresses, right? So I'm learning with you folks in public. If this experiment fails, if this hypothesis fails, it fails here, right in front of us. I'll come and admit to it that this is what failed, right? So that is what keeps me excited about this as well, because I really don't know where this leads to. I have an end goal in mind, but I have no clue how it finally looks like, what the final this thing is. So we are learning in public for sure. We do a lot of that here. Anurag Folio, the person you see in chat, Anshul, also started live streaming and sharing his learnings with us. So we are practitioners of that on this channel for sure. So course certification required or not required. Um, design colleges are expensive. What else can we do? Yeah, so I think one more I can find out. Vicks ki goli lo hichkish dur karo. Yes, I need Vicks ki goli. I definitely need Vicks ki goli. Something is really up, and it's related to AQI. AQI goes up, and I start coughing. And of course, smoker's cough is popular during the times of pandemic. All right, coming to industry professional, what question can we ask them? It's not going to be questions really. It's mostly going to be cliffhangers. But what kind of cliffhangers can we use? Opinion on new stuff, right? This comes from our roundtables. No, new stuff comes from our the new series we have started. Industry news. We have to do another episode of industry news, folks. The last one we did was with Madhuri. Let me know which guest do you want and what news should we discuss in the industry news. What excites you? What should we be discussing in the industry news? All right, opinion is one. Another one can be difficult questions. This comes from roundtables. For example, why does startup and tech world, tech industry suffer from lack of diversity? This is an example, right? So I should not use that arrow because I'm using that for something else. All right. Yeah, these kind of things. What else can we ask? What problems do they have? When we're looking for ideas, we should always go back to the problems they have, folks. Always go back to the problems. Ideas are nothing but problems refined. Connect with like-minded folks, find new ways to build product, find more about people, look for people who do something better. Yeah, this one can be interesting. You know what I want to say here? Quick summary of all these interviews. Let's say I interviewed Design Pilot or Dhwanil. I want to quickly in 15 seconds summarize, blah, 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 blah. I want to find out more about this guy. Swipe up, right? 15-second person summary. And this will lead to interviews. Haha. What other things that have we missed out? We can look at these problem statements for more ideas. Tries to build portfolio. We already do. Oh, how about ads to submit portfolios for reviews? Ooh. I blew my own mind. Haha. See, people go like ideation. I don't know where ideation happens. There is no ideation for me. It's just refining the problem to a point where what you have to do becomes damn obvious. Right? Are you struggling to build a case portfolio? Struggling to build a portfolio. Is this thing making sense, what I'm doing with you folks? Is it making sense to you, what I'm trying to do here? Do I make sense? Shreya says, can we have Darshan Garaja discuss about design resources curation and how he does that? Ooh. Shreya, do you think we should invite him for, I've been meaning to invite Darshan. Should we invite Darshan for an origin story interview, or should we invite him for industry news? Because he'll be relevant for both. Probably we can invite him for industry news discussion first and let him select half the topics. That'll be interesting as well. That's why we always do Shreya OP, because Shreya comes up with really good ideas. So we do Shreya OP in chat. Shreya OP in chat, folks. Shreya OP in chat. Shreya deserves that. Thank you there for that idea. All right, I think we have bunch of copies. Now I wanna what do you folks say? Should we start exploring the visuals, or should we start or probably that we should do that later, or should we start trying to write these, start refining the copy? Typically copy is the most natural step here. We need to start refining copy. For example, copy for this could be, I really wish I had a better format for this. Like I'm struggling myself to keep up what I'm doing here. I definitely need an Excel sheet. Need an Excel sheet. Need an Excel sheet. Shreya OPOP. Anything I haven't heard him talk much. Oh, you haven't? Well, all right. Let's get him talking. Done. I'm gonna haunt him. All right. Let's. How can we haunt him? How can we haunt him? Hmm. Need access to his mind. All right, Shreya. We'll get you access to his mind. Hmm. Let's start with English. I want to start with English copy. This will be fun. क्या आप अपना करियर यूआई यूएक्स डिजाइन में शुरू करना चाहते हैं तो कीजिए स्वाइप अप. How do we say it in English? More natural, more natural, more natural, as if I was talking to friends. UI UX के बारे में सुना तो होगा. UI UX डिजाइन नाम तो सुना होगा आपने, बट क्या आप जानते हैं कि बिना पैसे खर्च किए ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. That could be one angle. Copy is damn difficult, folks. Copy is damn difficult. You can see like so many angles we can take here. Just for this one ad. Let's start with the simple functional ad. Let's have, for I think for each copy, let's do one thing. This will be too much. We do one functional ad, okay? Let's write the rules here. One functional, okay? One stylistic. Stylistic could be like the, you know, in the design titles I did that small skit, small, what is it called? A small sketch. That can be like a stylistic thing, and language is another variation. All right. In functional, we can be, we can go like fact. In functional, I usually like to talk about facts, right? So functional copy can be 99% students don't know about 99% career options. But what could this take you to? This will require a landing page though. Or it could take you to industry professional interviews. Why not? Because before we invest time in building that landing page, even if we're getting a good CTR, click-through rate on this ad, then we know we should build this landing page, right? Otherwise, why should we spend so much time building landing page that we don't even know we need or not? Right? What if this ad is cheaper than the non-functional ad? And now let's try a stylistic ad. Get some designers from Airbnb, Vishal Kumar says. I'll try, Vishal. I think for that, the channel needs to grow a little bit. But for sure, as we approach of 5K number, which is the goal for this year, it's going to become more possible for sure. I'm trying. कमाइए महीने के 80,000 से 2 लाख बिना किसी डिग्री के. स्वाइप अप करिए अधिक जानकारी के लिए. Udit Shakya has written. Good one. That you have redeemed yourself with that. Udit. You have redeemed yourself with that. Good one. Hey, why isn't this chat loading? Why isn't that chat loading? All right. Let's try to shorten this. OBS. My OBS. What are you doing? What are you doing, OBS? Oh, mate. I need to like figure out another way to do this setup. Anurag has already shared that CSS chat thing. I'm going to use that. बिना पैसे खर्च किए कैसे सीखें UI UX जानने के लिए स्वाइप अप करें. हाँ, ये भी कर सकते हैं. मुझे थोड़ा sarcastic स्टाइल में करना है. कोई रेसिपी तरीके से कैसे बनाया जाता है UI UX डिजाइन में करियर? क्या जानना चाहते हैं आप? जानने के लिए देखिए. जानने के लिए स्वाइप अप करें. All right, I think I'm gonna take Anurag's language. It sounds fun. Anurag OP in chat. Because I like this copy, so we're gonna take that. All right. गेटिंग स्टार्टेड विद, अच्छा ये तो गेटिंग स्टार्टेड वाला था भाई, बिना पैसे खर्च किए स्टार्ट करें। स्टूडेंट को क्या बोलें, करियर ऑप्शंस का, स्टार्टअप का। ये स्टार्टअप स्टार्टअप क्या है? First we're gonna do make a reels, okay, and if that works then we can make a video on this topic, introduction to startups in English. अरे ये मस्त है, टू डू में लिखते हैं। Let me know if you folks think this will be an interesting idea. Alrighty. Hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button. I see some of you have not hit it yet. The ratio doesn't make sense. Alright, we gonna बिना पैसे खर्च किए हो गया स्टार्टअप। ये स्टार्टअप क्या है? इंग्लिश में क्या कर सकते हैं? फंक्शनल डाल सकते हैं। इंग्लिश में क्या डाल सकते हैं? सेम थिंग, you don't need a degree or certification. Did you know? Let's use did you know format. Did you know you don't need a degree or certification to get into your career started as a product or UI or UX designer? Interested? Sign up. Right. Is design the right career choice for me? इसमें हम दिखा सकते हैं, पहले मैं दुखी था, पहले मुझे कंफ्यूजन होती थी, क्या ये डिज़ाइन करियर मेरे लिए सही रहेगा, फिर मुझे मिला किंग सिद्धार्थ का चैनल, और अब मेरे दिमाग में बस ओपी चलता है। ओके, नो, नॉट दैट ग्रेट. You shouldn't be trying to do comedy live. I shouldn't be trying to do comedy live. Definitely, I shouldn't be trying to do comedy live. Apologies, folks. Apologies. Anurag OP is happening. Keshav Rajput is here. Hello, Keshav. I'm trying to get into UX research, but finding internship on these COVID time impossible. Could shed some light on it. Yes, internships generally are difficult these times, but UX research, you will not find researcher position in small companies. You will have to apply at bigger companies. In case you already don't have experience relevant, you may want to get started as a UX designer and then move to slowly to research. Udit Shakya says, बिना डिग्री के 6 फिगर इनकम के लिए मैग्नेट फ्रेज। हाँ, बट आई डोंट वांट दैट 6 फिगर वाली जनता, वो अलग ही रहती है। let's not do शुद्ध हिंदी कॉपी. We have urban audience which doesn't like such high end हिंदी. हाँ, but that's why I wanted to do the stylistic thing ना, थोड़ा सा, मतलब, you know what I mean? ओके, लेट्स टोन इट डाउन. बोलचाल की भाषा में बात करते हैं. फंक्शनल कैन बी टू पीपल टॉकिंग. यार मेरे लिए डिज़ाइन सही है क्या? एंड देन वी कैन डू अ टू पीपल टॉकिंग. वी कैन ऑल्सो ट्राई टेक्स्ट फॉर्मेट. Snapchat पे देखा, some of you would have seen, like Snapchat has these stories where there's nothing but texting. The entire video is just text, two people texting, and you just see one person's screen as they're texting. This entire conversation could happen on screen. Heard about this, check out the channel, and you know, like that. And why is texting interesting? Because we like to read text. So that could be it. We could try texting this thing. Yeah, I think we have enough ideas. We'll have to test them in batches. Otherwise there are too many ideas. I think I'm gonna test this, because let's start with the most broad and generic, and then we can come to more specific ones. So I can start here. There's one I can put people onto on my TEDx talk. What could that video look like? Life story in short. You'd have seen these kind of ads. When I was 15, I was running business, blah, 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 blah. And then you swipe up and you're gonna get taken to my talks. This is one option. Alrighty then, alrighty, we have this. Life story in short. We can also test out specifically people looking for speakers. Here we can do a very functional basic copy. Looking for speakers. and startup, career, and these keywords I want to put. Looking for speakers who can talk about startup, blah, 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 and then this thing. I may not speak it out, all of them. These might be words. So I'll have to refine all of them. That background work I'm going to do later for sure. But with you folks, I'm just exploring and brainstorming ideas because that's the best use of the team that I have, which is you folks, you awesome folks. All right, let's take up chat, folks. Let's take up chat. It's been long. All right. Rohan is here. Hello, Rohan. What's up? Rohan says we are discussing ad copies and ad ideas that we're going to test. Keshav Rajput says, but I am anthropology student, strictly into research, and moving design is like learning new language for me. Then definitely apply to bigger companies. If you have anthropology background, then your chances of getting through as a researcher may be higher. For sure, apply to bigger companies. You're looking at companies with at least the national level scale. So we are talking about Zomato, Swiggy are the ones who will be hiring researchers right now. Microsoft, will be hiring. Google will be hiring. These are places. Microsoft is definitely hiring researchers. Try Microsoft for sure. I've heard good things about Microsoft research teams. Will you still saying the same, moving to design first and later to onto research? No, then it's not necessary. I wouldn't say that. But of course, working with a design team, having some experience always helps. But not necessary for sure, Keshav, since you already have a background in anthropology. But do you have a background in anthropology as a theorist or as a research practitioner? That will also matter. Udit Shakya says, for growing community, if you want, we can send small video message telling about our beautiful experiences and how it helped. Oh, wow, Udit. Wow. That's a brilliant idea. Wow. Would you folks be up for it? Like a testimonial video? Like maybe we can create a Discord channel for it and I can use that as ads? Let me know if you folks would be interested. This calls for Udit OP. Today, many people are taking the OP title. Indeed, Udit OP is happening. That's a good one. One is Instagram, but problem there is how do you download? Or it can be posted to Discord channel. Or email? Email me. Yeah, that could work. This could be the easiest one. Or message on Telegram. Because I can download high resolution things from here. Rohan says, count me in. Thank you. Udit OP indeed. Udit OP. Damn, such a good idea. This is why I love my team. You folks are my team. Like, such a brilliant idea. And I could not, imagine me asking you folks to do that without you suggesting it. It would be damn weird. मैं बहुत परेशान था. मेरे डिज़ाइन करियर बहुत ठंडा था. Oh, I love this copy, आलोक. मुझे किंग सिद्धार्थ का यूट्यूब चैनल मिला. how डबिंग में आते ना, पहले मैं बहुत परेशान रहता था, फिर मुझे मेरा डिज़ाइन करियर बर्बाद होने लगा, फिर मुझे सिद्धार्थ का चैनल मिला. I love this. This is so funny. Alok also has taken the OP thing here. This is fun. Dude, those late night shows on TV. Exactly, Rohan. Exactly. Those late night dubbed shows on TV. That is exactly what we are talking about. We can't see your screen. Oh, so sorry. There you go. This is what I did. Testimonial videos for community. Instagram. How do you download? Discord channel. Email me. Or message me on Telegram because that is the best resolution. So we're gonna strike off this. This idea is not worth it. I like this. If somebody wants to really do it, I would love this. This would be so damn funny. Damn. Good one, Alok. All right. मेरे husband बहुत मोटे थे. फिर मुझे slim सोना belt मिला. Exactly, Rohan. Exactly. Thank you so much for the answer. I love your work and I learn a few things from you too. Definitely, I'm sharing this channel also. Thank you so much, Keshav. Thank you so much. And do hit us up with that testimonial video. The best place for testimonial video will be actually LinkedIn. They will go wildfire. I'll let you folks decide wherever you want to send it. Private channel or private channel plus one or multiple social network of your choice. I'm gonna make a compilation and then use them as ads. This will be so much fun. This will be so much fun. Alrighty, so we have great amount of ideas, and I guess now from this step onwards, I'm gonna work on these some of these ideas. In the next live stream, I will show you some of the ads I've worked on in various formats. Mostly swipe, the story format will be there. The square format will be there, so I can show it in the static ones. I'll be working on various batches of them over time. So the next one is gonna take a while before we get there, and then probably we can discuss various changes to those ads and what you folks think. I'll take feedback from you, and I'll try to get another guest who can give us feedback specifically on ad design and marketing kind of design. Right, and that is what we're gonna do in the next live stream in this series. So make sure you are subscribed for that if you aren't already. And after that, once we are sure some results comes out, we're gonna discuss the results of the A/B test and various copies, and how do you read into various of these tests. And probably we can run a marathon where some of these ads, like the 5-10 best 10 ads within the end, or best 2 for each group maybe, so total 6. That is what we can do. That is what this live stream looks like will evolve. And yep, about introduction to startups in English. What do you folks think about that? Would you be interested in that live stream? Any other topic for English live stream that you folks would be interested in? In English, I want to do even broader content. Like, I don't mind talking about what first principles are, what biases are. In fact, some of that content I want to do in English first because it's not available in English, folks. How many people talk about cognitive biases in English? So I really want to do that. How do I sign up for portfolio review though? Rohan says. Rohan, I usually post, I will be opening it up the coming weekend. I'll be posting the link on my Discord and Telegram first, and then on my Instagram and LinkedIn. So that is, you'll get a link to the form that you can submit the portfolio, and that is how you can submit it. Another the way we are doing this is you can make a under 10-minute video walkthrough, and that will take a precedence because we are starting a parallel series of video walkthroughs to help. I'm realizing just making a case study is not good enough. You have to know how to present it, and people can spend hours and hours presenting case study, and that is not what you get. You will end up like using your entire interview time walking people through your case study without having a conversation. So it's if you want it faster, review it faster, make sure try to make a Loom video, 10-minute Loom video walkthrough under 10 minutes, and send it over on Telegram or Discord, and we should have a look as well. All right, folks, that brings us to almost to an end. Let's check out what else is happening. Any other announcements that I have? Not yet. Nitish's, the typesetting live stream that we were talking about with Nitish will be happening on Friday, the same time that we had planned for last time, but it wasn't able to happen because of issues with my electricity and other issues on Nitish's side later on. So we're going to do it on Friday. So make sure you join in for that. We're going to discuss type scale. I've requested him to, if we can take a look at website. He's going to do screen sharing, so we don't know how the setup for that works, but let's see how that works. Talking about psychology would be great. Yes. So I think my favorite way to start talking about psychology is cognitive biases. That is my favorite introduction that we can, because that allows us to go into cognitive psychology, which is another one of my favorite subjects. And if you folks are interested in cognitive psychology, we have this channel. Wait a second. Alrighty, this channel Vsauce. And Vsauce has this Mind series, Mindfield. Mindfield is something I really enjoy. If you are interested in psychology and cognitive psychology, check out the Mindfield series. I am a big fan here. All right, speaking of psychology, and if Siddharth Warrior is live, I love his channel. Yep, he is live. And his channel I love watching. He does live stream on, right now they're doing Neuroscience of Belonging. I think he's about to end. So if you folks don't mind, you can go write King Siddharth raid, and we can raid his channel, right? Because I love his live stream. So let's do that. I'm going to post the link to this video And let's end that on that note. Let's end on that note. Go to this live stream, folks, and let's do let's do a raid today. How about we do a raid today? We're just 20 people. There are 100 people. Unlikely, but we can create some noise. I'll send a super chat once you folks have raided in. Let this guy is really good. Like big fan of his live stream. Big fan of his live streams. Right now they're talking about he's sitting with I think a psychologist if I'm not wrong. Where do you do portfolio reviews? Ruchi, I do portfolio reviews on YouTube. Praja raid. They don't know what Praja is, Vishal. You have to write King Siddharth there. Alrighty. All our raid attempts fail, huh? Alright, Praja raid it is. Alright, Praja raid it is. I'm sending a super chat. And the super chat goes now. And let's see if he notices. Will he notice? Will he notice? Oh, they are saying don't disturb with raids. All right, we'll get noticed someday, but that's not a this official person, so we can do a raid. Thank you so much for doing this raid, folks. Really appreciate it. Do check out this live stream. Stick around, see what they're talking about, and I'll see you folks later. Take care of yourself, and
speaking of communities and groups, it's it's very interesting because
is he talking about us?
this is how communities form. So right, so when there is a sense of when there is a group of people with a common goal and a sense that we are all connected to each
No
other.
clue if he's
This
talking
is the
about us.
difference between the chroma group and I think what we have going on here. There is a common group, common goal in both sense, but here I feel that we are all connected in some way.
Haha.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Love you, folks. Love you, folks. This is what I'm gonna be watching, and I'll hang out. I'll hang out with you later in Discord. Thank you so much for joining in once again. Make sure you hit like, and I'll see.